Welcome back by a new video on my channel. Today I want to take a look at the newest episode of the lolcow podcast. The previous episode is going to be in the description if you want to watch that one. And now let's go into the episode.
There's just people shooting down at them. They're being degraded to the point where I guess Boogie was forced to get on his hands and knees and apologize to Keemstar because he went on someone else's show and there was drama, and he's like, you should have done that on our show to make us money. Now apologize to me that you did this because you're so stupid.
Yes, I feel this entire podcast is just, degrading Boogie and Wings of Redemption. And they're both doing it because they both need money. Wings needs money and Boogie needs money because Boogie had the entire crypto situation and now he's broke. He was being really stupid with his money. You could see that in the documentary as well. And I still find it really weird that Boogie said in the previous episode that he was doing it for a joke. He was just messing around. It wasn't being serious. Well, you're still degrading yourself, Boogie. Like, I just don't understand how you're not seeing that. It's the same if a dude would say, I sucked someone's pee-pee for a joke, I'm not gay, but it was just a joke, man, don't take it serious. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Source of entertainment is actually when other people get harmed or we bully people, we degrade them. It's fucked up, alright? So, I want you to know how disgusting that sounds. You're milking a human, okay? Not even for sus, you're not milking them for milk, you're milking them for profits, for money. And every time you do that, you hurt them.
Both the tragedy with Boogie and Wings of Redemption, people enjoy messing with them. If you especially look at the Wings of Redemption stream, the comments, it's brutal, man. The trolls just keep trolling. There are entire troll channels that are about Wings of Redemption and they clip everything he's saying, even old stuff he said, because he said some pretty crazy stuff, Wings of Redemption. You can look that up. My boy Wings said some pretty messed up stuff that would get you definitely on a blacklist, but they just keep trolling him, they just keep messing with him, and I feel like this entire podcast is basically the same. Keemstar is both milking Boogie and Wings of Redemption, and they're both fine with it because they both need money.
Because guess what? You'll be the next lolcow. You'll be the next one who 10 years down the line, you're desperate for content. And what are you going to do to get it? Well, all you ever did was make fun of people. No one cares about you anymore. Now what are you supposed to do? Right? You're the next one.
Actually has a fair point here, to be honest here. If your entire channel or your entire history is just trolling and messing with people, that stuff will bite you in your ass. You're going to get karma. You see that the same with Leafy's here. His entire channel was just bullying people and messing with them, and now his entire audience is just really brutal. You saw that with the response with the picture he had. They were all roasting him and just messing with him.
Boogie, where are you on this particular thing?
I mean, I'll just be honest with you. Phil is just one of the very few human beings in this world I actively dislike. I think I hate that guy.
It's not me.
It's really hard to say with Boogie if he's saying the truth and the things he's really thinking and feeling, because he is lying a lot. If you look at Boogie's history, so many lies you actually can find, and you never know when Boogie is really saying the stuff he really truly feels, because sometimes he's saying stuff because of his audience, sometimes he's saying stuff to make people laugh, so it's really hard to know who the real Boogie is and when he's really saying the stuff he truly means and feels.
No, look, you're redeemable. You're forgivable. Everything that I hate about myself, I see in DarkSydePhil amplified up to 11. Right? Every insecurity I have, he's the walking version of that. I talk about money. He spends every day begging for money.
Boogie, Wings, and DarkSydePhil have one thing in common. They're all begging for money to random people online. And to me, that's the most degrading shit you can do, man. I'd rather just work my ass off than beg subscribers for money. Maybe my honor is in the way, but Boogie, Wings, they really don't care. They would legit go on their knees for money on a stream, and I just think that says enough for itself. That is why they're even on this podcast in the first place, because they're willing to do everything to get paid. And you can make the same case with my boy Adam22. He's willing to let his wife be smashed by many dudes just for the attention, just for the money. It's honestly a disease how some social media figures are willing to do anything to get money and attention.
And so I would write him every once in a while, and when this pitch for this podcast came along, I went into his DMs to try to convince him to do it. And he told me, he's like, no, I won't do anything with Keemstar. I don't work with Keemstar. Keemstar is trash. I don't do that. And I'm like, dude, look, nobody likes their job.
That's not true, Boogie. There are actually people that really enjoy that job. Because you don't enjoy YouTube anymore doesn't mean other people don't enjoy that job. I feel like Boogie acts like it is his hobby and he loves doing YouTube, but every second for him is like a torture and he just doesn't know what to do anymore. He's definitely depressed, and I really think he doesn't like doing YouTube videos, but he needs to make YouTube videos because else my boys ain't getting paid, right? Like, he needs to do it. Like the same with people that need to work, you know. If you don't work, you're going to be in trouble most of the time. So Boogie is forced to do YouTube. I feel like he is not seeing it as a hobby anymore. Maybe in the beginning when he was like a young YouTuber, he actually enjoyed making content, but when I watch his newest content, I feel like Boogie is not really enjoying what he is doing. Maybe I'm the only one, but I'm just saying.
Right? Okay. Very
Nobody
few-
likes their boss.
Right, exactly. Right? But this is a $50,000 payday, right? Like Walmart's all over this nation. All right. Nobody likes clocking in at Walmart, but you need the paycheck. Okay. Your life doesn't have to revolve about where you work. Your life should be outside of where you work. Show up for the paycheck, man.
Boogie is saying is both right and wrong at the same time. Yes, it's an easy paycheck, it's easy money, you don't need to do much, just be on this podcast, talk for like an hour and you make a shitload of money. But on the other side, you're really degrading yourself, because this podcast is basically making fun of the lolcows, degrading them, milking them. The clip of Boogie legit on his knees begging like a good boy, that gone pretty viral, so I feel like it's a degrading paycheck.
That Phil went on Thanksgiving. He begged his brains out, acted like, you know, his life is going to fall apart. And he claims he has a Twitter account that is like Phil's secondary account. I can't verify whether it is. It very well may be. And he bragged about dumping $800. This is just in the last 24 hours. On WWE champions.
You see that over and over again when you have people that e-back like Wings Boogie and now DarkSydePhil. They make stupid financial decisions. You can see it over and over again. They don't know how to handle their money, and it's really ridiculous that they still want their audience to pay for their stuff instead of fixing their life, instead of, you know, looking what you're spending, looking what you're making. They just keep e-back. Maybe some of you can actually explain this, because your boy doesn't get this. How are some people so willing to spend just a large amount of money on video games, especially online video games? They spend in the thousands of dollars just on some skin, just on some silly stuff that's all digital. You're not going to have any word for it. And if you're even spending money on an online game, you need to understand that game can be gone in a couple of years and all your money has been wasted.
Spent conservatively 50 grand on WWE champions. And like some people
Some
say
reports is up to 100,000.
yeah, 100,000 plus, right?
It's insane to me because I'm addicted to Magic the Gathering, and I haven't spent that much on the physical game, much less the digital game. Like the digital new set comes out of the digital game, I'll spend $50, which adds up to like $200, $250 a year. How do you spend that kind of money on anything?
Boogie probably shouldn't be the person to be saying this, but he has a point there. I don't understand how people do that. Video games are spending like a shitload of money on it. At least when you pay for Ladies of the Night, you get a reward, even if it is for Boogie like a couple seconds of pleasure. At least you have a really pretty woman that you're sleeping with. I still think it's a waste of money because you're not making a real relationship and it's only gonna last for a couple of minutes, but still you have something. With a digital game, you're not having any.
I mean, you know, other than hookers. But on a mobile game, at least I got
On a mobile game.
It being a mobile video game makes it, in my opinion, even worse, because mobile games are just cancer. Let's be real here. The only good mobile game I know of is maybe Call of Duty Mobile. That was a pretty fun one, but most of them are just pay to win shit click games that you don't need to do anything but just click on a character and that is the entire game. At least when you have PC video games, there is some quality and love inside of it. I understand, you know, that much more than paying for a mobile game.
Still, like, and there's so many clips of this. Just check Twitter, where he's like, well, we've been streaming for an hour now, and we haven't reached our subscription goal. We haven't reached our donation goal. We've reached our donation goal, but we haven't reached our subscription goal. Like, how are you mad at people for not giving you free money?
Boogie is definitely telling the truth this episode. If there's one thing I just can't stand, is people that expect money for random people just because they live stream. They own you nothing. You should be really thankful that a random stranger is so kind that they give you free money. But don't expect it. Don't expect people to give you free money. That's a pretty basic thing, right? Like, I don't understand how some YouTubers feel so entitled. They think they deserve views. They think they deserve money. You don't deserve anything. You need to work really hard, and maybe, just maybe, you're going to achieve it. But don't expect money, don't expect views, because you don't deserve it. The entire episode just seems to be a roast. Even Boogie and Wings seem to be looking down on this dude, which is honestly pretty ironic. But having said all of that, what do you think? Leave your thoughts in the comment section. If you enjoyed today's video, press the like button, helps the algorithm. Subscribe if you want to get notified when your boy is uploading a new spicy video. And I will see you all in the next one.